All right, guys. So I made a video about this already about this "Don't Say Gay" bill. You guys want to go? Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave it in the description if you guys want to look at it. Like, it was a fun video when I made it, and I thought that would be it. I made this video a while ago. Yo, this situation has snowballed into something else that I did not see coming, and it's actually now very concerning to me. The bill, when I read the bill, when you watch that video, there's nowhere in the bill that it says the word gay. First of all, what it really says is that you can't talk about gender identity, which is not a thing that exists, okay? And sexuality and certain things with kids from K to third grade, and people are going off. And so what I'm starting to see is that we have a lot more groomers out here than I realized. And I have to call it for what it is. This isn't even a joking matter. We're gonna take a look at a couple of clips. Okay. I have a problem with what's going on here, and you should too. If you have kids, you should too. It's okay. It's okay not to like the direction this is going in. Okay, because you have to protect your children. I'm not against anybody, but I am against groomers. I'm against groomers. I'm gonna call it what it is. So first we got Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, and Regina Hall, who doesn't really look like she's quite into it in this still shot anyway. They're about to make an inference about it on the Oscars.
We're going to have a great night tonight, and for you people in Florida, we're going to have a gay night. Gay, gay, gay,
Very disappointed in, I have to say, I am a little disappointed in Denzel Washington laughing about that. I don't think that's funny. We know that's not what the bill says. It doesn't say that. Why y'all promoting this? And then I had to go ahead and tweet this because I was like, yo, the groomers are showing themselves. That bill is casting out demons. That bill is like casting out demons. I'm just saying, because this bill really is making people act beside themselves. All right. And so you have this governor of Oregon that already has enough problems besides the word gay, right? That she should be focused on. I'm horrified and outraged by the anti-LGBTQIA plus legislation that was just signed in Florida, making schools less safe, a less safe space for LGBTQIA plus kids. Oregon will always be safe, inclusive, and welcoming place. No matter one's sexual orientation or identity. By people get hurt in Portland. Okay, please. The Chaz, isn't that where that was? Yo, stop playing. Okay, stop playing. Why is Florida all of a sudden not safe for the people in this category? Because I don't want my child hearing about people's sexual escapades. And yeah, that's where it's going, because these new teachers today are different. And now I'm not even going to show you what she said, but let me show you this teacher who is worked up about the fact that he can't share his escapades.
Yeah, it's twofold. It really hits hard in my heart, professionally and personally, both. Professionally, it truly makes me feel like I am not trusted as a professional. I know my kindergarten standards through and through, and nowhere in our curriculum does it have anything about teaching sexual orientation or sexual identity. So for them to say that's happening, it's kind of crazy. But we should be able to have discussions, and that's what we're encouraged to do in kindergarten. And then personally, because my kids do have questions. They want to know who my partner is in pictures outside of my classroom, and I should be able to speak to that.
So do you worry that you won't even be able to talk about your own personal home life? I mean, I have a child in kindergarten right now. I know exactly that my child has two teachers, one of which has a daughter at home and is single. The other is married and has 4 children. I know everything about their lives because my kid tells me.
Absolutely. You are 100% correct. That's what we do as educators. We build relationships with our kids. And in order to build relationships, you talk about your home life. You talk about what you do on the weekends. That's building community. It scares me to death that I am not going to be able to have these conversations with my children, because they're going to ask me what I did on the weekend. I don't want to have to hide that my partner and I went paddleboarding this weekend, because then they ask, well, what does partner mean, Mr. Bernard? And, I'm worried, can I tell them what it means? I'm also worried for my kids. I have a little girl this year who has 2 moms, and the kids are curious about her 2 moms. They want to know about her 2 moms. if they go to her and ask her about her two moms and she doesn't know what to say, they're going to come to me and ask me. And then, so what do I do? It opens.
I'm going to help Corey with his dilemma on what to do about the kids with the two moms and what he should say. I'm going to help him right now. This is what you say. Everybody has all kinds of families. And as long as everybody in their family feels love, that's what matters the most. All right. Okay, guys, we're going to read the book from, we're going to read, Cat in the Hat. There it is. Problem solved. I don't think that was that hard. Was that hard? I don't think it was hard. First of all, because you don't even know what's going on in that other kid's house with the two moms. Why would you need to be explaining her family anyway? Okay. Furthermore, is it a requirement to teach for me to know about your personal life? Like this reporter's like, I know that they're married and they have a single. Let me tell you something. When I was in nursing school, all right, and this was like 12, 13 years ago, I had a teacher, an instructor who she was smart. She was amazing, great. And she taught the class. And one day, one of these kids, we're adults, right? One of these adult learners asked her, oh, do you have children? And her very next comment was, is that a requirement to teach you? Right? Yeah, you don't need to know all that, right? I'm just teaching you, okay? All right. Okay, so why is that so weird? Why do I need to know your personal life? And this guy says he's petrified pretty much. He's scared to death that he can't say something about his partner. Why can't you what did you do this weekend? Oh, we went to the store. We went to the market. That's it. That's it. Like we didn't, what is it? What is so hard? And he's like, well, I know that this stuff isn't being taught in my class. And so that's not happening anywhere. Oh, because you went to all the schools and you know that all the teachers are not, trying to indoctrinate kids with their stories about their escapades from the weekend. Because you know that. I can't say, but it is so hypocritical. All cops are bad. Okay. I don't believe that, but if that's what you want to say, that's fine. But then nobody else is bad, huh? Guess what? There's bad cops, nurses, teachers, pastors, doctors, everybody. So you cannot say 100% that this isn't happening over there just because you claim it's not happening over in your classroom. Furthermore, I had a really awesome fourth grade teacher. Fourth grade was my favorite year. And she was so cool. And she was single, but we knew she was single because her name was like Miss, And the most she would get into is that like, oh my God, I'm 25, I'm a quarter of a century years old. I'm getting so old. Like she would say things like that. But she didn't get into like that she went on a date and she met a man. She never did that. We had the nerve to try to hook her up with one of the substitutes who came through. And she was mortified the next day. We were all in trouble. She was like, no, like class was like different. Not that she was mean, but she was like straightforward. She was like, that's not, and she told us, she was like, that's not what you do. That's not your place. I'm a teacher. We cannot cross the lines. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Even afterwards, we still, after that happened, we realized and then still had an amazing year with that teacher. She was great. She really cared about what she did. She cared about making sure that we understood how to read and write and whatever else. Right. And then she shared some stories, but it wasn't going to go too far. I have a problem with the fact that people are fighting to keep talking to kindergartners about sexual preferences, gender identity. Yo, that's not what you fight for. This is a problem and we need to pay attention to it. We need to make sure we stay on top of it because if it's starting that they're attacking this simple bill, how far is this going to go? All of what y'all fighting is not in the bill, but y'all portraying it a certain way to start a fight, to start a cause for people to start acting up. And this will usher in sick policies. The truth is inconvenient. I'll talk about it here. If you don't like something I said, please comment below. Let me know. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. And thank you for subscribing. Thank you for helping me beat that algorithm. So, I have one oppressor, that algorithm, right? Okay, so if you want to help a Black girl with oppression, help me with that algorithm, right? A little jokey joke. Okay, all right, guys. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.